Hello friends, thank you for completing CFA Level 1 accounting module. As we have discussed, this is the most important module, especially if you come from a non-finance background. We have earlier understood that this accounting module is all about 20% of the weightage in CFA Level 1 examination. So if you plan to study further on this, I would assume that you will go back and revise these modules time and again and attempt more and more questions on this. What we learned in section 1 was all about Karthik's case study, where we had looked at the world of income statement, balance sheets and cash flows through a case study where Karthik starts his own business. Then we dealt with the income statement, where we saw income statement in a bit more detail. The key emphasis should be given on what are fiscal years and what is calendar year, how things like non-recurring items are accounted for, and what are the revenue recognition methodologies, because questions on these could be directly expected. On the balance sheet side, please make yourself aware of the fact that there are current asset items like cash and cash equivalents, accounts receivables, inventories, and you must know what is the lower of the cost and market value when we talk about inventory, and because these questions are actually expected here. Likewise, when we had earlier talked about current liabilities, they are also very important from the point of view of examination. We had dealt with long-term assets, especially what happened with respect to the goodwill. If we are following a pooling method as well as purchase method of accounting, what is the amount of goodwill that is formed? Questions on these are also expected here. Shareholders' equity was one of the next sections which we had discussed. Now, division of what is common stock, treasury stocks, retained earnings and dividends is very important. So please make sure that you note these concepts. Couple of questions definitely will come on earnings per share, what are basic EPS and what are diluted EPS. Difference between simple and complex structure is expected for sure. So make sure that you understand these questions and understand the methodologies. One question definitely on treasury stock method would come. So very important topic from the point of view of the examinations. Cash flows, as we have understood, is the overall cash, because income statement was from the point of view of accrual accounting. Cash is the ultimate outcome. So we had cash flow from operations, we looked at cash flow from investments and cash flow from financing. So you should be able to differentiate between all these, and also should be able to calculate CFO, CFI and CFF from the given examples. Try to practice as many questions as possible here. And lastly, we had looked at what are the financial statement analysis techniques. We looked at the activity ratios, we looked at the liquidity ratios, solvency ratios and profitability ratios. I would recommend that all of you actually go through this comprehensive example. This will help you in understanding these ratios in a bit more detail. Lastly, we had also looked at what is ROE and the dividends payout ratio. A couple of questions on ROE can be expected. So we wish you all the very best for your examination, CFA Level 1, and we look forward to having you on the other set of modules of CFA Level 1. All the very best.